Hello and welcome to CR Wrestling Commentary G1 Climax 30 Day 11. Cedric and Cedric, your hosts, and we'll be going over Week 10 comments. And you know who does Week 10 comments. Zemo times 2. Why aren't there 2 of you? Is your name a lie?
Maybe it should be 12.
Why are you stuck on that?
Would it be
XII?
It could be XII.
Yeah.
Or he could be doing it his own way.
You know what, Zemo times 2? Why don't you let us know where you came up with the name, what it all means, so we can have more fun, try to mess with it.
Well, I'm going to read the comments.
Times 2!
12. I'm going to read the comments of Zemo 12. Goto versus Yano was the quickest G1 match I have ever seen. Goto was in no mood for Yano's antics. You got that right. He needed to save his energy and his shoulder for next matches. Yano was pissed off and looked like he wanted to kill the referee. Ain't the ref's fault, man. He just got over on you. Zack versus Cold Skull was a very good technical wrestling match.
Oh yeah, Yano was mad. He was like, I didn't get a chance to use any of this.
Yep.
Or any of this. Or any of this.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the coughs. We're doing this OBS studio, so I have no time to mute mine anyway.
It's okay. If Zack was in the pure tournament, he would be the favorite to win. Till he get dropped. Cedric said that. I said until he get dropped on his head.
Yeah. Or elbowed.
Yeah.
Or forearmed. Or punched. Or chopped. What the fuck is that? That's the bug zapper.
It smells like it's burning.
So it seems like it. Oh, you gonna do this thing? We're gonna stop this. Nip this right in the bud. Ew. What was on that? Must have been all the spray. Okay.
This might need some editing.
Huh?
This might need some editing.
No, I'm not gonna edit. It's real. We're gonna keep this. Go ahead. Read. Go ahead. Get.
Cold is Zack's best opponent next to Kota. Counter after counter, reversal after reversal, and you never know who will win. Always fun to watch. I agree that they do have really great matches. As I said before, Sonata's the only one that seems to actually learn and implement what he's learned to make the match better.
And honestly, the best of 400 plus, I'm cool with that. Just do it like once a week or, something like that. But, I mean, some of you might be like, that was so dumb to say best of 400 or something. The number he called out is, I think, on average, not how many times Ric Flair has wrestled any one person, but the same group of people before everything was televised and recorded from people's hands and stuff. Yeah, Ric Flair wrestled Steamboat maybe 60 plus times. And everyone thought it was their first or second time.
Okay.
They got away with that. And here it's like, they're meeting. Then they come back 6 months later and it's the return fight.
Yeah.
But they've done that everywhere else.
Yeah, you could do that in the territories. Nobody had phones. Hell, they didn't have camcorders. Shit, they barely had cameras.
They barely had a memory. Just broke that shit down. All right.
Juice versus Evil was good but predictable. I knew Evil would win thanks to Dick. Their antics just made Juice look like a bigger babyface. Yep. One of these days, Juice is going to be Evil and it's going to be the great moment.
And Evil won't have Dick.
He'll be dickless.
He'll be a dickless Evil.
Juice has been doing well all year, this year. Either way, I think he's going to win a G1 one day. At least I hope he wins a G1. If Juice wins the IWGP belt, the fans will cry tears of joy. Yes, they will.
And you know something? Juice will be tears. But Juice is not the one they would let win that belt. Is his style don't suit it. Here's the thing. Juice can carry a match. Juice can look great during a match. However, nothing in his repertoire and the way he expresses himself in the ring during a match, none of that says primary champion.
Yeah, he's too. Honestly, he's too flamboyant.
Yeah, too animated.
Too animated, yeah.
You know, very, very, very vocal. Their champions are usually quiet. I've noticed that trend, that their champions are normally quiet and only speak up at clutch moments or points of extreme impact. You know, I've noticed that over the years. Juice just ain't. He's not ever going to be there. Was that it?
No.
Keep going then.
You was talking.
My bad. Go ahead.
Yoshi versus Nitro was decent, but the booking has killed the butterfly lock. Shame. The submission move was good, and New Japan buried it. I'm looking forward to Yoshi versus Goto. If anyone can reignite his fire, it is Goto Hiroki. Kenta versus Hiroshi was an excellent heel versus face match. The taunting from Kenta made Hiroshi look sympathetic and made you want to cheer for the ace. I was pleasantly surprised to see Hiroshi win by submission. Love to see him use the Texas Clover hold more in his matches. Cold Skull versus Zack and Hiroshi versus Kenta were the best matches of the night.
I love when Tanahashi squatted down slow and yelled Kenta's name.
Yeah.
That did it for me. Like I said, that 5-star moment. Not a 5-star match, but that was a 5, a 10, a 12-star moment. It was just right. And that should be in any video package that they do to hype up Tanahashi. That's what they need to use.
I agree, yeah.
They ain't gonna do it though, because you know that just makes sense.
They're not gonna do it because they look like Barry White.
They look like Barry White.
Yeah, that's the problem.
If Zimmer, if you know where that joke is from, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. In any case, we go get into this stuff, and hopefully we don't have to. Sometimes these matches are just kind of good enough, and you just can't help but to talk.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to chill on that. I love that vertical drop brain buster that Shin Yashimoto used to use.
Yeah, they don't let you use that no more.
No. The worst one he ever did was on Kazuo Yamazaki. That was the worst one. That scared the hell out of me. Even today, I don't know how they did it. And I paused it and looked at it. I'm like, I don't know how they did it. Anyway, let's roll. All right. So first match is Takashi Yujiro versus Ishii Tomohiro. Now we're gonna dump on Yujiro. We're gonna dump on him.
Yeah.
All right. Now, he attacks Ishii like in the beginning of the match, like he gonna do something.
Yeah, he didn't let Ishii really get in the ring. He let him get his shirt off. He gonna attack him before the music ends, before the bell, like he's finna do some damage.
We fast forwarded a lot of this match. We just skipped a lot.
The whole middle section, as a matter of fact.
Why? Because literally, not even Ishii could make Yujiro exciting. Just think about that. Yujiro made Ishii's match boring. I'm like, Yujiro should be fired because of that. Ishii don't have boring matches.
Nope.
He could have a boring match if he tried.
And they had to sit there in the audience and watch this shit.
Yeah, they couldn't fast forward. Mm-mm. You know, I mean, you should be in the audience in the chair with a clicker. Be like, you know what? Fast forward this match. Watch them speed up in the ring. You know? Now, that'll age them prematurely, but still. Now, there's something I want to bring. I brought it up to Cedra.
And it's so abysmal.
So check this out. Takashi Yujiro is so on the bottom level. He's never hurt. You don't see him wrapped up, bandaged up, taped up,
nope,
limping, hobbling. You don't see none of that.
Bruises, scratches,
no bruises. His ears ain't messed up.
They are, but I don't know when it happened.
I don't know. It's probably cauliflower ear from phone talking on the phone. But I mean, he's got nothing going on. He's got nothing going on. And look, something I would bring up, just hindsight. Bullet Club don't ever come out to help him.
No, they don't.
No one ever assists this man.
He don't get ghetto. He don't get dick. He don't get chase. He don't get nothing.
I mean, and then later we know at the end of the match it was a great flurry. We like Ishii, that he countered Pimp Juice with a headbutt,
a leaping upward headbutt.
Yujiro was out.
Yeah.
He was literally, his eyes were glassed over. I'm like, man, I hope you can find a new repertoire. Use that time to do something constructive with your skill set. I'm not. I used to try to really cheer for Yujiro.
Yep.
I'm like, there's something there and he's like, look, I'm about to prove all that wrong over the course of many, many matches this year. You had rest. You had time to look at old matches, contemplate what you do wrong. No.
What'd you do? You dyed your hair and got a old mule's hat.
Our hearts go out to you, Ishii, in your time of need. But Ishii won. Match over. Let's roll. All right, so the next match is Jeff Cobb versus Okada Kazuchika. Now, look, I don't know if it's because I had an assload of Chinese food and I'm working on very poor sleep habits due to just humidity and But I'm not digging these first two matches. Now, Okada Kazuchika, I'm already bored. He's going against Jeff Cobb, but we know that he shouldn't beat him.
He should not beat Jeff
But
Cobb.
he beat him.
But he beat him.
1, 2, 3. Cobb didn't necessarily try to kick out, so that showed he just gave in.
And Okada has an expression on his face like he just escaped out the window after the woman's husband got home.
Yes. Like he came home with a machete, with a gun attached, with the machete attached to that.
And a tiger.
And a tiger. And he got out the door and the dude's like, come back in here, you dead. I ain't leaving the house. You lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Like the reverse of Hello Neighbor. And he shouldn't have won, but he did with a Rana. Double leg hook Rana. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can. It was an Okada match. I didn't see the match.
But it was an Okada match.
Yeah, we didn't watch it. It was an Okada match. It went back and forth. Okada got his drop kicks in when he shouldn't have, especially at points where Jeff probably wouldn't even set up for it in any other match that Jeff would have. Would never put him in that position. So yeah, it's what it is. And you want to move on?
Yes, let's move on.
All right, let's roll. Okay. Damn phone. Got me. Shut up. Okay, look. Straight up. To day 11. Straight up. This is Will Ospreay versus Suzuki Minoru, and we're watching it, and then it got to put. I said, Will's gonna win this match, and she was like, you don't know yet, and I was just like, Minoru was having too much fun, and she said, it ain't got to the point where Will takes all this damage. Then he started taking damage to the arm, and I was like, he's really selling it like it's strained. And he's just taking more damage, and he just all defense, just armbar and all this, and Will is just all jacked up. I said, just skip it, fast forward. This is Will Ospreay. He's gonna win. And she was like, yeah. And then he's rolling out the ring, and his music is playing.
Yep.
We just know he won. It sucks. Not that he won, but that is too predictable. The outcomes of a match should not be predictable. Like literally, if Yujiro won, it would be a shock. We'd be like, you liar. But at the same time, Ospreay winning over Minoru, you could tell they had a bunch of matches in Rev Pro. When this match started, it was so familiar, and assume that everyone in the crowd have seen all their matches together in other places. They bull rushed each other. Minoru is not necessarily a bull rusher. He will jump on you and mess you up in a speedily way, but he's not going to charge in right at you off the bat and there's no blood history. So they obviously got some history and they just going through the fun motions. And we know how it goes. Minoru's gonna jack you up real bad if he's gonna lose. If he's gonna lose, you're gonna look like the loser even though you win. That's what he does. So we skipped it. We were right. Nothing else to say.
That's it. We can move on.
Yeah. And hey, look, Zimbo times 2. If you listen, I got a question. I got to know something. Your responses when you talk about the days, do you write them down, save them in a pad, word pad or notepad or something, and then just post it up there when we finally do it? Is that what you're doing? Because if so, that is some clever shit. All right, and it's pesky and it's annoying and it's fun. It's all of that stuff. Because it's funny as fuck. I was laughing about it, thinking about it earlier, watching this match, which was the best part of this match was talking about what you might be doing with your notes and stuff on the event. In any case, let's roll. Okay, so we look straight up. Day 11 has been boring, and this is a new day. All right. I mean, we done slept. I don't even know how many hours, but I think we've caught up on our sleep finally. It's been about a month and a half, maybe 2, of extremely terrible sleep. And thinking back on last night, how we were just skipping through matches, no, that was justified.
Yeah.
It was justified.
They still weren't worth a damn.
Yeah, we looked back and saw the ending of Ospreay's victory, and he did that Stormbreaker. It didn't even look like it should have done anything. It looked like a slight body slam. That's about it. Mm-hmm. Minoru took a perfect flat back bump from a low angle and then got pinned. That's what it looked like from the angle that the cameraman showed it. That's on the cameraman. So we got Tai Chi versus Jay White. And this was entertaining.
Yeah, it was.
From beginning to end, it was extremely entertaining. It's a lot to go through. Just ducking and dodging each other. They got their stuff in. They did what they were supposed to do. They actually put on a good match.
Yeah, it was the most interesting match of the night.
Jay White, they're both heels, but Jay White was the heel.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this. Jay White, like I said, he's just masterful at what he does. Just masterful. And Tai Chi, he's really come up. Zemo noticed it. We've noticed it, and it all started with, Ishii. Mm-hmm. And in this, Tai Chi actually got to not just us, but mayhap the audience.
Yep.
Because the audience even was like, whoa, and all that other stuff.
When he kicked out.
And look, here's the thing. This is how well Tai Chi's come up. Cedra and I, look, let's not bullshit. Cedra does not like Tai Chi. Don't like her. I'm not really a fan of him, but I love pro wrestling. So if he is getting better, it will help pro wrestling be better. I am cheering that on. That's just it. If he's going to help pro wrestling look better by him being better, then damn it, let's do the damn thing. But in this was done wrong because we cheered Tai Chi. We honestly cheered. We found what it was just wrong. Jay White kicking out of Tai Chi's top moves, and Tai Chi can't kick out of his. Mm-hmm. That wasn't fair. That wasn't right. If Tai Chi kicked out, because see, here's the thing. This was actually, I would give this a 4.25 stars. This was really good. It really was. This match was really good. It went above a 3-star match.
Mm-hmm. It did.
And if Tai Chi had kicked out, Jay White didn't know exactly what to do. What do I do? I just did everything. I kicked out of his crap. He kicked out of my crap. What do we do? So you start your little bag of tricks over. That's when you start building up to that 5-star status. And this is just pro wrestling in general. In general. Not compare and contrast to other matches. Just professional wrestling match quality only. So you go through your bag of tricks. You go through them again in a different arrangement. You try something different. You pull out things that you don't do usually. You work up to either the same finish. You probably hit your finish 1 or 2 more times, just as they will. And then you get the pin or submission. 5-star match. This 4.25. You know, I'm not talking about other things that could be a 5-star match. Usually 5-star matches are very opinionated anyway. So that's why I'm just saying match quality in general of professional wrestling. And they made Tai Chi look like the hero. And that's just the match. But seeing how unfair it is, they made Tai Chi look like a victim of bullshit booking. They made Tai Chi look like he got bullshitted. And that looks bad on the company. That's different. You want your wrestlers to look good or bad based on what happens, not the company. And this makes the company look bad because that's not right. That means Tai Chi moves ain't shit, but Jay White's is like everything. That's not good. You do not want that for your company. That's poor match ending booking. Again, I was like, we'll make up for it. I get kicked in the balls. I guess that's what that was. No, fuck that. It's not good enough. But Jay White wins, you know, with the over-rotated complete shot. It's, you know, it is what it is. I would say watch this match. You can watch this match again. Say one more time. Yeah, I'll give it one more time. I could watch this match one more time. But that's about it. That's it. I'll give it one more time. So, you know, we got do you think this is the main event?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, okay. Let's roll. All right, final match. Takagi Shingo versus Ibushi Kota. And a main event. And
it was a main event.
It did great. It was worth it.
All the bullshit of the first 3 matches, 3.5. Yeah, it was worth it.
This here I would give a solid 4.5. 4.5. They could have started working up the fight. If Ibushi had kicked out, it would have worked up. But hey, look, Takagi did not win easy.
No, that was a hard fought match.
That was a mountain he climbed.
Yeah.
I don't know how many short-range lariats Ibushi
took,
but good grief. That was epic. Now, Takagi's going to lose his next match because he's got Okada.
Yeah.
So he's going to lose. And he's just going to give moves up to, if Takagi showed up as Takagi, how he showed up when he got into New Japan, you know, Okada would just die in the first 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. If Takagi showed up the way he showed up in the best of Shingo and some Junior, Okada would die in 2 minutes. but it will be an Okada match. It will be well paced. They won't really exchange like they should. You know, it's gonna be bland.
It's gonna be that bullshit. Dry bone.
In this match, Ibushi, I mean, his intro was beautiful.
Yes.
He knew it. He knew. He was smirking and smiling like, yeah, I look good. Takagi was ready, and this is their first New Japan Pro Wrestling meeting.
Although they've obviously been wanting to wrestle each other for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So, it's like, you can't say we've wrestled many times before, but I've chased him for 12 years. Yeah, that's a contradiction. You know, just saying.
He didn't say he's wrestled many times before. He just said he's been chasing them for 12 years.
He said we've met in many rings. You know,
he said he didn't say that. He said we've been in different rings.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay.
He was talking about Ibushi like he was the fish that got away.
He didn't. Okay, it's about perspective. Okay, cool. It's still not sitting right with me, because Ibushi said that this would be their first time ever wrestling, and it looked like it.
Yeah.
Their timing won't together. You know? Yeah, they're professionals. They know what to do, but there are just certain things like how far back one should be after a certain move to work with the other guy. That stuff won't there. So it didn't look like a cooperation, which gives it that 4.5. Because if they had wrestled many times before, this would have looked probably sloppy and like they worked together. And that would have made it probably about 3.5, no matter how long they wrestled. This match, I mean, put it like this. It looked like Takagi learned a little bit. Yeah, obviously they watched each other wrestle. They watched each other wrestle a lot of people. And because of that, certain clinch counters came out. And that's good. Especially the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ibushi, he tried the Kamigoye and Shingo. Well, Takagi, I mean, he literally reversed that into Last of the Dragon.
Yep.
It was like, knee strike, no, come on up here, man. We're going to do this.
We're going to do this.
And he landed it brutally.
Yep.
I mean, it made in Japan look like a body slam.
And Made in Japan, when he got that on him, that looked brutal too.
Yes.
Because that was slow. He did that in sections. let Ibushi think about it.
And after the win, you know, Takagi's talking and he's like, Hiroshima, you know, you came up for Tanahashi. You know, what the fuck? And they're like, my bad. Clap, 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 clap. It's more like it. You know, they had no bad words for each other. They finally met, and maybe in the future their next singles meeting will be even better. But they need to meet for a title.
Yeah.
Next time they meet, it needs to be for a title, and let them do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Main event, so they can just do what they do.
Because Ibushi's he's gonna want to get back from this loss.
Because this was a loss, and Ibushi showed his fortitude. He took those lariats, he took those power moves.
Mm-hmm.
Ibushi got all this stuff in.
Getting thrown.
Yes, he got thrown. Takagi was too strong, and it forced Ibushi's over rotation into the backflip even worse. He got tied up in the ropes.
Bounced off the ropes like a rag doll.
So that was a lot. This match right here, how can I say this? There's a pacing of it that kind of makes me not want to watch it again. But halfway through and up, I could watch 3 more times. It's weird. I'm so right on the fence with the whole thing. As a match program, I say you watch it 2 more times. As this is a certain pacing with people that has never met before. You know, and that's not a knock on that. You know, first time meetings are great. It's just for them, it was different. I've seen a lot of first time meetings, but for them, it was a weird start. Because I know both of them can start off like a ball of fire, and they didn't. And I think that's what was screwing me up.
Probably because they're both being cautious.
Because they know how dangerous each one is.
Exactly.
You know, Ibushi's legs and Takagi's arms. Mm-hmm. And Takagi's arms showed how dangerous they were. And he got hit. He got kicked in the chest one time, and that it was legit enough. Takagi just paused, and his face was all contorted.
Yep.
He ain't know what to do. Damn. See, thinking about it, I'm like, no, you could probably watch this match 3 more times.
It was a good damn match.
I hope all of you liked it, you know, and I hope you enjoyed our commentary. For the, you know, I know we're behind. No matter when this ends, the G1 ends, we're going to keep pushing forward until we get to the end.
Yep.
That's what we're going to do. We're committed to getting this G1 done. Maybe all of our real life bullshit is over and we can start watching them once a day or twice a day. It just depends. Okay, with that said, this has been Cedric and Cedric, CR Wrestling Commentary, G1 Climax 30, Day 11. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.